Imagine you're driving alone late at night down Archer Avenue. The road is quiet, almost too quiet. Suddenly, you spot a beautiful young woman in a white party dress standing by the roadside. Feeling sympathetic, you pull over and offer her a ride. She quietly gets into the back seat, calm, silent, almost eerie. But as your car approaches Resurrection Cemetery, something impossible happens. The figure slowly fades and vanishes completely from inside your locked vehicle. This isn't just a story. It's one of America's most famous urban legends told since the 1930s. Hundreds of people, including police officers and local residents, have reported the exact same encounter. What makes it even more chilling is the fact that inside that cemetery lies a real gravestone belonging to Mary Bregovy, a young woman who died in a tragic accident on that very road in 1934. Many believe her spirit still wanders, searching for a way home, or perhaps for a final dance among the graves. To this day, Archer Avenue remains one of the most haunted roads in the United States, frequently visited by ghost hunters. The Holland Tunnel connecting Manhattan and New Jersey isn't just a busy roadway. It's believed by some to be a gateway to something far more unsettling. Many drivers have reported seeing a mysterious figure dressed in a dark blue worker's uniform, standing perfectly still along the narrow, dimly lit shoulder, somewhere no normal person could safely stand. When headlights shine on him, he doesn't move, not even an inch. And then, in the blink of an eye, he disappears into the darkness. Some witnesses even claim to hear soft knocking on their windows or feel a cold breath against their necks, despite the windows being tightly shut. Historically, during the tunnel's construction in the 1920s, several workers lost their lives. Some of their bodies never recovered, buried within the concrete itself. Many believe the Blue Ghost is one of those workers, still carrying out his duty, or perhaps simply trying to remind the world that he's still there. If you're looking for the most haunted road in America, Clinton Road in New Jersey is always near the top of the list. Surrounded by dense trees that block out even the moonlight, this road is filled with countless terrifying stories. One of the most famous legends involves a young boy beneath an old bridge. According to the story, if you stop in the middle of the bridge, turn off your engine and toss a coin into the water below, you'll hear a faint child's laughter. And moments later, the coin will be thrown back onto your car by an unseen hand. But the horror doesn't stop there. Drivers have reported their cars suddenly shutting down without explanation, radios turning into eerie static, and shadowy figures chasing their vehicles through the darkness. What makes it even more disturbing is its history. This road was once used by organized crime groups to dispose of bodies, and has been linked to occult rituals and satanic practices. Many believe the negative energy left behind still lingers thick, heavy, and impossible to ignore. Route 182, often called Catherine's Road, winds through dense forests along the edge of Fox Lake in Maine. The atmosphere here is incredibly quiet and at night, almost unnaturally cold. Local legend tells of a woman often seen walking alone, dressed in old-fashioned clothing, visibly freezing. If you stop to offer her help, she may turn toward you, revealing a pale, sorrowful face. But there's a warning tied to this encounter. If you see her and choose to ignore her, if you drive past without stopping, misfortune may follow you. Within days, people have reported severe accidents, sudden illnesses, or other unexplained tragedies. The mystery deepens with the discovery of a real gravestone nearby belonging to Catherine Downing, who died in 1862. Though the cause of her death remains unclear, her presence seems permanently tied to that road, reminding every driver that they are never truly alone out there. Once known by a name that sent chills down anyone's spine, Highway 666. This road stretches across multiple states and carries countless real-life horror stories. The number itself, often associated with the devil, gave the highway a dark and ominous reputation. Drivers have reported seeing trucks or old vehicles speeding down the road with no headlights, and when they try to pass, there's no driver behind the wheel. Others experience bizarre malfunctions, GPS systems failing, fuel mysteriously draining, or brakes suddenly giving out for no reason. Some even claim to feel cold hands gripping their shoulders or interfering with the steering wheel. Due to its terrifying reputation and a rise in unexplained accidents, the highway was officially renamed Route 491 in 2003. But according to locals, changing the name didn't change what lurks there. The strange and supernatural encounters continue even to this day. On the D7 road connecting Caen to Luc-sur-Mer in France, a legend over a century old still haunts drivers. The story of La Dame Blanche, or the White Lady. Unlike many spirits, her intentions are unclear. She may suddenly appear in the middle of the road or ask for a ride. Once inside the car, she remains silent until the vehicle approaches a dangerous curve. Then, without warning, she screams in panic, "Slow down, watch the turn," or "Stop, it's dangerous." The moment the driver reacts, braking or turning to look, she's gone, vanished, leaving behind only a faint scent of decaying flowers or a freezing chill in the air. Thousands have reported this encounter since the 19th century. Some believe she's the spirit of a tragic accident victim, trying to save others from the same fate. Others see her as a guardian of the road, protecting travelers from disaster. England is known for its dark folklore, and one of the most terrifying legends is the Black Shuck. This isn't a human ghost, but a massive demonic dog, as tall as a horse, with jet black fur and glowing red eyes like burning coals. The creature is said to roam lonely roads, coastal cliffs, and even old churches in East Anglia. According to legend, making eye contact with it is a death sentence. You'll die within a year. This story dates back as far as 1127, making it one of the oldest recorded legends in England. The most horrifying account occurred in 1577, during a violent storm. The beast was said to have burst into Bungay Church, attacking worshippers and killing 2 people instantly before disappearing. To this day, scorch marks resembling massive claw prints are said to still be visible on the church doors, left behind as a chilling reminder of what once entered. This story may sound like a vampire movie, but it's actually recorded in European history. Jure Grando Alilovic was an ordinary man from the village of Kringa in Croatia, who died in 1656. But his death marked the beginning of a nightmare that lasted 16 years. Villagers claimed to see him walking at night knocking on doors. Strangely, if he knocked once, nothing happened. But if he knocked twice, someone in that house would soon die from a mysterious illness. Terrified, the villagers believed he had become a strigon or vampire. With permission from religious authorities, they exhumed his body. What they found defied logic. His body was perfectly preserved, his skin soft, and fresh blood visible at the corners of his mouth. Some even claimed he was smiling. To end the terror, they were forced to decapitate him with an axe. Only then did peace return to the village. This story from Ireland has a surprising ending, but still leaves a lingering sense of fear. A British tourist was driving through a dark, stormy rural road when his car suddenly broke down completely. With no other option, he stepped out into the cold rain and began walking for help. In the distance, he saw headlights approaching. The car stopped in front of him, and without hesitation, he jumped into the back seat, relieved. But when he leaned forward to thank the driver, he froze in terror. The driver's seat was empty. The car seemed to be moving on its own. Convinced he was inside a ghost vehicle, he silently prayed as it continued driving until reaching a small village. The moment it stopped, he ran out as fast as he could. But when he looked back, he saw 2 soaked men struggling behind the car, pushing it while complaining, "Man, this thing is heavy, especially with someone sitting inside." The explanation was simple, but the fear he felt in that moment was very real. Hidden along the border of the Czech Republic and Germany lies the ancient Šumava forest and mountain range, dense, mysterious, and filled with unexplained phenomena. Drivers traveling through its remote roads often report seeing floating lights in the air, tall, shadowy figures moving between trees, and even unidentified flying objects landing on hilltops. Some hikers claim to have encountered massive humanoid creatures, similar to figures from Slavic folklore, standing guard in the wilderness. There are scientific theories suggesting the area contains high levels of uranium deposits, which may affect the human brain, causing hallucinations and strange visual effects. However, during the Cold War, this region was a restricted military zone, heavily guarded. Many believe something was hidden there, and that what people are seeing isn't just natural phenomena, but something else entirely, drawn to the mysterious energy of the land.